Welcome YouTube viewers to another edition of War Robots test server. This test server is for 2018, February 17th and 18th. However, it is February 16th in this particular part of the world and it seems to be working early. This is War Robots test server version 3.7.0, and in this test server you will see new King of the Hill map changes, more beacons, extra beacons on 3 particular maps. Yamantau Canyon, actually sorry, 2 particular maps, Yamantau and Canyon. So more beacons spread out. You'll activate randomly, and the battle mode for the test server will be available on one other map as well, Springfield, at least for this test server. So let's take a look at the robots. Somewhat similar to last week, but some minor changes. This is the Mercury. Still no description. Essentially, it is a bit like an Inquisitor, but except that after it lands, it'll do some damage as it lands to robots in the immediate area. And unlike the Inquisitor, it's got 2 light weapons and 1 heavy, rather than 2 mediums and a heavy. The Pursuer, imagine that it has the weapon layout of a Gepard, 3 light weapons, but it's like a Stalker in that it can essentially go into stealth for 10 seconds, but it also dashes for 10 seconds, much like the Lancelot. And it's very fast when it dashes. It's like a Stalker, it's a bit like a Lancelot with its rush, still no description, and a Gepard in weaponry. The Hellburner, it can self-destruct and damage other robots when it's destroyed, and without being destroyed, it can go into a mode where it damages robots in its immediate area, but it damages its own health at the same time. Plus, there's the shock train nerf. So let's bring something that can handle a shock train. We don't have the dash bots available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe put the weaponry on a dock. I could also get the Rogatka, but they're not available in this test server. And so apparently this is going to go from 5 charges presently to 7 seconds, or store 7 charges, but each charge will be proportionally decreased, so it won't do as much damage. So this is essentially a nerf. It means that there's more time, additional 2 seconds, before it reaches maximum capacity, giving time for people to hide or get away from the weapon. Everything is at level 8, as you can see. Again, the dock is not a great platform because the cooldown of the dock is longer than the weapon's recharge time. Okay, and also there's a ion weapon. No description here either. Imagine the ion weapon. It's a 600-meter range. It's somewhat like a Zeus, a medium Zeus, I guess. Same 5-minute reload time. Alright, so let's get started and see if we can land on one of these maps with a new beacon layout. Okay, I've activated target lock. Alright, now, yeah, so we get the King of the Hill, which is great. And let's start off with a fast robot, a Pursuer, quite fast. And so there's going to be a there's going to be the center beacon. Wow, so fast! This is a great robot. It's a bit like a Stalker, and I'm glad that this the explosion is more like a explosion rather than a trash can icon. So I see that the other side has a Hellburner. Got 3 gusts, which is great if I were sneaking up on an enemy, which I think I'll try to do. Oh, it's gonna explode. Better get away from it. Okay, I think it exploded already. Okay. Great, great as a little assassin. Oh, guess it exploded and killed me too. I'm gonna play quite aggressively so that you can see all the various robots without too much time being spent. This is quite slow. This Mercury. It's not as fast as the word Mercury suggests, the god of speed and merchants. So when it jumps, when it lands, it's going to create some damage. The immediate area. Oh, let's see. I think it damaged that Hellburner somewhat. I like the fact that it doesn't look like an explosion animation rather than a garbage can. So since last test server, the stealth duration has decreased, so it looks like it's 3 seconds rather than 4. And also the ability cooldown has decreased, so you can use the ability more frequently. This is a Redeemer. Essentially, it's a plasma weapon and 2 magnums, which is a well-known plasma weapon. Okay, well, quite good to have that when it comes down and stomps, it produces damage. It's the Hellburner. Now, I'm not going to be able to damage anyone here. I'm not able to rush up to anyone, but you can see that's the amount of, oh, it doesn't actually do that much damage to itself. So that's a lot of destruction sequences. I guess it's called immolation in a way. Yeah, so it's not that fast, but so this is it's called the overload. It loses 10% of its durability, but it'll do damage to robots surrounding it. So let's run up to this Lancelot and see if it does damage to physical shield. Okay, there we go. Go. Oh, I did damage to myself. Okay, let's try the ion weapon. Okay, this is like I thought seems to be like the medium Zeus. Same cooldown, 5 seconds. Presumably self targets, and see how effective it is. There, so it does. It takes a bit of time to lock on, much like a Zeus, and then it has 600 meter range, just like a Zeus. And let's see, can't get the stock. It's in stealth mode. Yeah, so it's like a Zeus, but a medium one, not as much damage by far. Alright, lastly, let's try the shock train. This is a nerf. Rather than 5 charges, it'll require 7 charges before it's a full amount of charge. Each charge is proportionally decreased, so it's not as if you get 7 out of 5 or 7/5 more damage. So this is a nerf in a way. It gives more time for the enemy to find cover. Oh, I think that rhino's coming after me. Alright, now let's try the Doc's ability here. Whoops, I should have fired first. Okay, so it's fire, and then special ability, fire again. So it does a lot less damage. When the special ability is enabled, let's see if it has another 7-second recharge time here. Yeah, it has to recharge again. It's not automatic targeting. Yeah, the stock is quite fast, quite nice platform. I wish the cooldown time were quicker. That would mesh better with the shock train. That does quite a lot of damage when you have 4. Imagine a Spectre, now that would be an amazing amount of damage. Yeah, so it takes a lot more time to charge up, 7 seconds rather than just 5. It's a long time, plus another 3 seconds to target. Oh, I can test it was damaged too soon. Keep thinking of the quick draw as a jump ability. Okay, well, it's been considerably nerfed, the shock train. Apparently, the Scourge had been buffed as well, and will come to live server version 3.7. Thank you very much for watching. This is the test server for 2018, February 17th and 18th. Thank you again.